Good morning, children. Today we'll start with properties of acid and base. Very important. I have written it together so that you can compare it also. Okay. So first of all, we'll talk about property of acid. Reaction. You will see most of these reactions are mostly double displacement reaction. So you will not find so much of difficulty in this. Both acid and bases reaction, most of them are double displacement reaction. First property. Reaction with metals. Active reaction with metal means we know reactivity series, all the metal which are above hydrogen in the reactivity series, they will react with dilute acid to give salt and hydrogen. Okay, so just an example, I have given magnesium reacting with HCl, dilute HCl, it will give magnesium chloride plus hydrogen. If it is any of the metal, let it be calcium, let it be sodium, let it be aluminum, all of them they will give with dilute acids, HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, they are going to give respective salt and hydrogen. So magnesium and HCl giving magnesium chloride and H2, like this we can do calcium, sodium, any metal above the hydrogen in the reactivity series, if it reacts with dilute acid, it will give salt and water. Now we have to take care here that dilute acid means dilute HCl, dilute H2SO4. HNO3 is an exception. Dilute HNO3, it will not react with any metal, it will not react with metal to give salt and water. Why? What is the reason? Nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. Even a very dilute nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. So the hydrogen gas which is produced in this particular reaction, it will get oxidized to water, H2O. Okay. So we don't get hydrogen from the nitric acid since it is a strong oxidizing agent. There is one exception, only one condition where we can get hydrogen from nitric acid, highly dilute nitric acid, 1% nitric acid. That means in 100 part of water we are having only 1 part of nitric acid. So 1% nitric acid, it is highly dilute, so its oxidizing property will also decrease. So highly dilute nitric acid, 1% nitric acid, it reacts with only two metals, manganese and magnesium, to produce hydrogen gas. This exception you remember, it is important. So it will react with manganese and magnesium to produce the respective salt, like manganese chloride and hydrogen, magnesium chloride and hydrogen, only one condition. Otherwise nitric acid will not give hydrogen. So the first property, it reacts with active metal above hydrogen in the reactivity series to give salt and hydrogen gas. Okay. Now the second one, reaction with base. Neutralization reaction, this is something we are familiar with. We have read it in junior classes. This reaction with base, it will be a property of acid as well as base. Second property, like I have written here, reaction with base, here neutralize acid to form salt and water. Same thing. Neutralization reaction, same. In acid and base and acid, they will react to give salt and water as the only product. One base, copper oxide reacting with acid giving copper sulfate and water. Magnesium oxide reacting with HCl giving magnesium chloride and water. You can write many more such reactions. Sodium oxide reacting with HCl giving sodium chloride plus water. So you will see, children, basically all these are double displacement reactions. This one, this is a displacement reaction. Okay. Now coming to the third one. This is something very important. It keeps on coming in short answer type question also. Action of dilute acids on metallic salt. Dilute acid means your dilute HCl, dilute HNO3, dilute H2SO4. I have already told you, dilute acid, if we talk about acidity of an acid, dilute acids, they are more acidic than concentrated acid. Okay. Like dilute HCl, it will have more H plus ion in water than concentrated HCl. So when in question if they ask, write a property of acid to show its acidic property, so we can write property of dilute acids. When they ask you for acidic property, never write the property of concentrated acid, write the properties of dilute acid. Now here we see the dilute acid, they react with metallic salts. Metallic salts means metallic bicarbonate, metallic carbonates, metallic sulfite, metallic bisulfite. Now you need to remember these are ITE. Okay, ITE. sulfite, bisulfite, sulfide, IDE. Okay. So dilute acid, they react with these metallic salt to give some product. Okay. So let's talk about carbonates and bicarbonate first of all. Carbonates and bicarbonates, when they react with dilute acid, they will give salt, water and carbon dioxide. So in this one you may get a question like name the gas released. Okay. So name any carbonate, any bicarbonate you get in exam. If they are asking a carbonate reacts with an acid, which gas is released? So by default the gas will be carbon dioxide. Let it be sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, calcium, magnesium, any metallic carbonate or bicarbonate, when they react with dilute acid, you will be getting respective salt, water and carbon dioxide gas. Like here I have given example of one carbonate and one bicarbonate. Calcium carbonate reacting with HCl, calcium chloride, water and carbon dioxide gas. Sodium bicarbonate reacting with HCl, all these cases they are dilute acids, remember. Okay, so NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. So the gas released when carbonates and bicarbonate react with dilute acid is carbon dioxide. We need to remember carbonate, bicarbonate react with dilute acid to give salt, water and carbon dioxide. The respective salt, like if it is calcium you will get calcium salt, if it is sodium you will get sodium salt. Now with bisulfites and sulfite, this is sulfite and this is bisulfite, sulfite, bisulfite. So with bisulfite and sulfite, when the dilute acid reacts, again salt and water, every time you will get salt and water with salt plus sulfur dioxide gas. So you will get sulfur dioxide gas. So again in gas release you get this question, remember any sulfite, let it be sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, whatever, any sulfite, any bisulfite, it react with acid, it will give salt and water as before, and in place of carbon dioxide it will give sulfur dioxide gas. See again two examples I have given. Calcium sulfite reacting with HCl, again respective salt, calcium chloride, water and sulfur dioxide. Here sodium bisulfite reacting with HCl, sodium chloride, water and sulfur dioxide. So every time an acid, a dilute acid reacts with sulfite and bisulfite, you will get salt, water and SO2. Now the next one, sulfide, only S. So if salt reacts, salt react with metallic sulfide, again react with acid, again dilute acid, it will give salt plus H2S gas. We know H2S gas, it has got a rotten egg smell. You can just, from its smell you can find out that it is H2S. So again two example, zinc sulfide reacting with HCl gives respective salt, zinc chloride plus H2S. Iron sulfide reacting with H2SO4 giving iron sulfate plus H2S. So both the time it's H2S gas when the sulfide react with dilute acid. Okay. Now the chlorides and nitrates, metallic chlorides and metallic nitrate like NaCl, NaNO3, they do not react with dilute acids. They don't react. No chlorides and nitrates, they don't react with dilute acid. But we need to understand they react with concentrated acid. Okay. So if chlorides react with concentrated acid, what we get? HCl gas, hydrogen chloride gas. And when nitrate reacts with concentrated acid, we get nitric acid. Okay. All these things again we'll read in detail in study of compound chapter. One exception is there which we need to remember. One nitrate react with dilute acid, that is lead nitrate. This may come in an exam. Exceptions always remember. Okay. So lead nitrate react with dilute HCl to give lead chloride and HNO3. Again it also react with sulfuric acid to give PbSO4 plus HNO3. But in both the cases, lead chloride and lead sulfate both are insoluble salt. So after some time the reaction stops. But then also nitrate, lead nitrate, they react with dilute acid. But other nitrate they don't react. No chloride react with dilute acid.